Good evening and welcome to Sunset News this Wednesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I am Glenora Shipura. In the news tonight, a baby girl estimated to be 8 to 9 months was found dumped yesterday at Oneuptwo village in the Omusati region. According to Omusati Police Regional Commander Ismail Basson, the baby was well developed, wrapped into a cloth and buried under the mud. He called on community members not to dump babies and take accountability for their actions. The suspect is arrested and is yet to be charged. Police investigations continue.
What we're having here is a scene where a baby was found dumped. We don't have the exact age of a baby, but one can clearly say that it's a well-developed baby. So the baby was found dumped, wrapped in a cloth, dipped into the mud. We received a report from the community as people are passing up and down here. They report to say that there appears to be something in the ground, and when we came there, that is what we found, to say a baby was dumped. So we need now to look into asking on the community to come up to say if they know of somebody who was pregnant and that person did not deliver and the signs of pregnancy is no more there, please let's report. In this case, they must report to Omanene police station and assist us to trace the mother of the baby, because this is, honestly speaking, this is unacceptable. If somebody having been fall pregnant, if you're not ready to bring up this baby, there are other means than killing and dumping babies. There are other means. Report them or to the social workers, to anybody else, but not to kill and dump and kill and bury, for that matter. So we are really calling on the public to avoid, to stop doing that, because once you do that, obviously in this case, that is murder. That is a very serious offense. Definitely, once we get the murder, that is something that he or she will have to report, to account for as to the reasons why, not even the reasons why. We will just have to account for having killed the baby, having killed the human being, for that matter. So we are calling again on the public to say, let us not dump our babies, let us not fall pregnant if we cannot, probably whatever reasons come in between, let us deliver the baby. But then there are people out there that can take care of some of these babies, whether family members or they can be adopted by anybody else, as long as we don't kill and dump and bury them.
Leonard Shemuvalula, acting manager at the Nam Power Station at Ruacana, says that the current inflow of water through the Kunene River had prompted them to open the gates, and that resulted in the waterfall. Shemuvalula said that Nam Power has been supplying more than 95% of the country's electricity demand.
Okay, my name is Leonard Shemuvalula. I'm the power station engineer, although for this week I'm the power station manager. I will just comment on the recent waterfall that has been seen probably all around. So there has been a lot of rain, or there was a lot of rain in Angola since March until mid-April. And all of that water, as it came through, we got a lot of river flow. We had to open our scour gate. As a result, the waterfall was produced. The river flow was at about 1,000 cubic meters per second. However, it's currently reducing, but we expect that until at least end of April, we will be having a lot of good water. This basically means we are producing a lot of electricity, and we are supplying the country up to 95% at peak. So, yeah.
Philip Ronner, a photographer from Switzerland who is traveling through Namibia for the 4th time, said that he has seen different waterfalls, but the Ruacana waterfall is gorgeous and impressive. The water flow is anticipated to continue for the remainder of the month.
Okay, my name is Philip Ronner. I'm from Switzerland. We are traveling through Namibia for a few months, coming with our own car. Now we are at Ruacana, which is gorgeous, it's impressive. We have seen quite a lot of waterfalls, but this is really impressive what we're gonna see here. Yeah, that's all.
And how do you guys feel about Namibia?
I mean, we are here already the 4th time. That's the reason why we are really fan of this country. It's amazing. It's impressive. We have everything, and very friendly people. Even journalists are friendly here. Yeah. What else you want to know?
The Namibia Students Financial Assistance Fund earlier this week announced its beneficiary list for this year and highlighted that it will need more funding in the future. The fund's CEO, Kennedy Kandume, in a statement revealed that the current $1.68 billion budget will not cut it. The fund alluded to a jump from $1.68 billion to $2 billion. The government of the Republic of Namibia, through the Ministry of Higher Education and Technology and Innovation, has allocated $1.68 billion to cater for continuing as well as 2023 new intakes. Our calculations, however, revealed that this allocation is not enough, he said. According to Kandume, during the application period from the 1st of December 2022 and the 10th of February 2023, the fund received 30,124 applications compared to 23,696 last year. Only 22,178 of the 30,124 applications received are eligible for funding. Kandume added that the number of eligible students increased by 30%. Eligible applicants have 60 days from today until the 19th of June 2023 to submit their contracts. Failure to submit will result in them forfeiting the financial assistance, he said. Kandume said that no application is complete until applicants have signed contracts with NASFAF. The fund added that students will start getting monthly non-tuition payments instead of quarterly. The amount of $17,000 will be dispersed throughout the year until it is exhausted. In our Community Talks segment, Mueller donates $4,500 worth of protective gear. We get into this after the break. Namibian kickboxer Delano Mueller, who's 18, has once again, through his initiative Making Sports Accessible to Everyone Together, donated $4,500 worth of beekeeping protective equipment to Swakopmund-based beekeeper Andre Damba over the past weekend. The initiative aims to call on Namibians to donate new and old sports equipment, accessories, trophies, clothes, shoes, or any other new or used equipment, which will be utilized to help empower Namibians who do not have the means to realize their potential in life. Mueller, who hails from Walvis Bay, saw the need to extend a helping hand to Damwa, who needed protective gear to expand his honey business. There is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people, said Mueller. Damba extended a word of appreciation to Mueller for his generous donation. This donation will help us during our bee extracting/honey making process. May the Lord bless Mueller. May he continue to win more matches. I am grateful that I met Mueller at Food Lovers Restaurant after their lunch. He tested our honey and Andre's honey, which is found at Food Lovers Mall, Swakopmund, just as you enter the main door on the ground floor. In our Story of the Day segment, the Law Society of Namibia backs up disgruntled lawyers. Following the discontent of private lawyers as a result of an ongoing and planned joint preventions, organized crime, and anti-money laundering training of state prosecutors along with magistrates, the Law Society of Namibia has clarified its stance on the matter, calling it a serious anomaly and a threat to the independence of the judiciary and the rule of law. This after several leading private lawyers demanded in a procession of letters that the Office of the Judiciary held a series of training workshops for magistrates and state prosecutors on Chapter 5 of the Prevention's Organized Crime, stating that magistrates should remain independent from any parties to court proceedings. POCA primarily deals with money laundering criminal cases. Some of the workshops have already taken place, with Windhoek, Keetmanshoop, and Oshakati having had theirs this week. Rundu is set to have its training from the 26th to the 28th of April. Writing on behalf of the society, President of the Law Society, Clive Kavenji, cited on Tuesday in a letter addressed to the Office of the Prosecutor General that the perception being created by state prosecutors mingling with magistrates is without any doubt damaging to the rule of law, and if the said trainings is not immediately stopped, it will have intended consequences on the accused's right to a fair trial. The independence of the judiciary is paramount for the administration of justice and the protection of individual rights. It ensures that judges and/or magistrates are free to make impartial decisions based on the law and the facts of a case before them without fear of political interference or pressure from external forces. This is paramount for upholding the principles of fairness, justice, and equality before the law, and for maintaining public trust and confidence in the legal system, Kavenji wrote, before demanding that the Office of the Prosecutor General put an immediate stop to the ongoing and future trainings to be offered to the members of the judiciary. After the break, we get into your economic news. Let's take a look at the economic news. The Bank of Namibia announced a second consecutive 25 basis points increase in the repo rate for the year to 7.25%. The prime lending rate for local commercial banks now stands at 11%. The governor of the Bank of Namibia, Johannes Kavahab, said the decision to increase the repo rate was taken to contain inflationary pressures, stem their second round effects, and anchor inflation expectations. The decision was further deemed appropriate to safeguard the one-to-one link between the Namibian dollar and the South African rand. Let's take a look at the economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades at 18.13 to the US dollar and 19.87 to the euro. It trades at 22.56 to the pound and 2 Namibian dollars and 63 cents buys you 1 Chinese yuan. Zinc is up by 0.32%, while Brent crude oil is down by 2.26%, trading at $82.85 per barrel. In the international slot, Britain expects up to 56,000 immigrants to arrive in small boats this year. We get into this story right after the break. Britain is anticipating that 56,000 migrants will cross the channel in small boats to its shores this year, court documents show, meaning it will be needed to house as many as 140,000 asylum seekers. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has made stopping boat arrivals one of his 5 priorities after the number of migrants arriving on the south coast of England soared to a record level in 2022 of more than 45,000, up 500% in the last 2 years. Already this year, more than 5,000 more people have arrived in Britain across the Channel in court documents submitted as part of a case being brought against it at London's High Court on Wednesday. The government said as of March, it was estimated to be accommodating more than 109,000 asylum seekers, with 48,000 in hotels, at a cost of £6.2 million per day. Significantly, the number needing support is predicted to grow still further. Home Office operational plans are based on scenarios of up to 56,000 small boats arrivals in 2023, the document said. That will take the supported population between 120,000 and 140,000. Now, anger over immigration has become a big issue in British politics, and in March, Sunak's Conservative government announced a new law which will bar anyone who arrived in a small boat from claiming asylum and say them deported back to their homeland or a safe third country. Last year, Britain agreed to a deal to send tens of thousands of migrants more than 4,000 miles away to Rwanda, but so far no one has been deported while the court decides whether the policy is lawful. In the meantime, the government is examining using military bases or large barges to house asylum seekers, but that has prompted anger from some Conservative-run councils over plans to accommodate migrants in disused sites in their areas. One of those, Braintree Council, which covers an area to the northeast of London, was seeking an injunction at the High Court on Wednesday to prevent the government from using an airbase for this purpose. After the break, we get into your weather.
Muscle and joint pain should not be the reason you can't perform at your best. Norflex Gel. It also shouldn't be the reason you miss that important deadline. Norflex Gel. Or miss those precious moments that matter the most. Norflex Gel. Norflex Gel penetrates through the skin, numbing the area and relieving pain and inflammation. Norflex Gel is now available in the pharmacy aisle and in supermarkets. New Norflex Gel Fort is available for stronger anti-inflammatory action.
Beat the pain with Norflex Gel.
Let's take a look at the weather predictions for tomorrow. Partly sunny weather is expected in the north, with Enana at 33 degrees and Ruakana at 30 degrees. Sunny weather is expected along the coast, with a high of 23 degrees in Walvis Bay and 20 degrees in Hentis Bay. In the sports section tonight, the Namibia Tennis Association will host its 3rd senior tennis tournament for the year. We get into this right after the break.
Hey, don't worry about the car, boss. I checked nice.
Thank you, but it's okay, ne? F&B Insurance. Checks nicer.
No.
At F&B Insurance, we provide cover for all your valuables, from your car to your laptop to your phone. F&B Insurance. You value it, we cover it. T's and C's apply.
Let's take a look at your sports news. The Namibia Tennis Association will host its 3rd senior tennis tournament for the year from Friday to Sunday at the Central Tennis Club. NTA chairperson for junior tennis Santel van der Walt said they hope to see an increase in participants over the weekend. The upcoming podium performance program training, set to take place in Botswana next week, is a step in the right direction in terms of enhancing local athletes, said Chief Administrator of the Namibia Sports Commission, Freddie Muya. Girls and Goals went to the top of the FNB Women's Super League after 2 decisive victories over the weekend. They thumped Okahanja Football Club 4-0 at the Now Ibe Stadium, while they beat Beauties 3-2 to replace Tura Magic at the top of the log on Sunday. After the break, we take a look at the highlights.
Newsprint Namibia is a web offset printing operation that specializes in the printing of newspapers and commercial inserts. We are the leaders in our industry, with the highest quality print work and the shortest turnaround time from computer to print and delivery anywhere in the country daily. Newsprint was established mainly as a newspaper print company, but had to diversify its business to do commercial printing as required in the market. We print commercial inserts previously printed in South Africa in the shortest possible time. We, as an organization, also started printing workbooks for our education system and will also print textbooks for the Namibian market. For more information, please contact print@newsprint.com.
You're watching Sunset News. Let's take a look at the highlights from today's broadcast. The Namibia Students Financial Assistance Fund earlier this week announced its beneficiary list for this year and highlighted that it will need more funding in the future. The fund's CEO, Kennedy Kandume, in a statement revealed that the current $1.68 billion Namibian budget will not cut it. The fund alluded to a jump from $1.68 billion Namibian to $2 billion Namibian. A baby girl estimated to be 8 to 9 months was found dumped yesterday at Oneuptwo village in the Omusati region. According to Omusati Police Regional Commander Ishmael Basson, the baby was well developed, wrapped into a cloth and buried under the mud. The Namibia Tennis Association will host its third senior tennis tournament for the year from Friday to Sunday at the Central Tennis Club. NTA chairperson for junior tennis, Santi van der Walt, said they hope to see an increase in participants over the weekend. And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Make sure you join Sunset News on Facebook on all the NMH platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, oneuptwo.com. Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 every weekday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I am Glenn Rashipura, and this has been Sunset News. Don't end your day without us.